Virtual reality, augmented reality, mixed reality, extended reality, spatial computing. How did we end up with so many realities? Why are there multiple names to describe what are all in essence a virtual version of reality? What is spatial computing and why is it the only one that's not an acronym? What the hell is virtuality? In this video, we'll dive into the language of immersive tech. But before we get started, a small disclaimer. The world of immersive tech is constantly evolving, and many of the terms used to describe it are used interchangeably. It's very difficult to draw where the exact line in the sand is between technologies like mixed reality, spatial computing, and augmented reality. But that's exactly what we're going to attempt today. Let's start with extended reality. Extended reality comes from the idea of extending your reality. The X could also be thought of as having a similar function as the X variable in mathematics. XR is a collective term that encompasses VR, AR, and MR. It can be used to refer to pretty much any reality-altering tech. So if you're ever in doubt, the safest option is to probably just say XR. Virtual reality creates an immersive digital environment that isolates the user from the physical world. This is typically achieved through headsets that utilize high-resolution screens and advanced sensors to track your movements. There's a whole lot of cool tech at work to make this happen, but the nitty-gritty is that virtual reality immerses the user in a completely virtual world that can be interactive with. Although XR is the technical catch-all term for all things immersive tech, VR is often used this way since it's the most commonly known term. For example, Breach creates a wide range of custom XR solutions, from VR museum experiences to envisioning data and augmented reality. Yet we often go by the name Breach VR, since most people who aren't familiar with immersive tech would recognize VR over XR. Mixed reality blends the virtual world with the physical by anchoring virtual objects to the real world. This allows users to see and interact with the real world and digital content simultaneously. Since mixed reality is an emerging tech, only the newest generation of VR headsets can typically utilize MR to its full capabilities. Mixed reality is often associated with something called pass-through. Pass-through can be thought of as a part of mixed reality and refers to a feature that allows you to see the real world through a VR headset's cameras. While you can see your real-world environment in both MR and pass-through, MR takes things a step further by mixing or anchoring virtual elements to the real world so that they can actually interact. This is the mixed reality version of our game Kartoffel, in which the spuds interact with the environment and furniture as if they were actually there. Meanwhile, this is the pass-through version of Kartoffel. In this version, the spuds do not recognize your real environment and will happily walk through a wall or any other real-world object in their path. Augmented reality layers digital enhancements, such as images, text, graphs, or animations, over the real world. Unlike VR, AR does not replace the real world, but rather adds to it, enriching the user's perception of reality. If you were to place them between full VR and the real world, AR would lean towards the real world and MR towards the virtual. Specialized AR headsets, like Microsoft HoloLens, usually involve looking through a transparent screen rather than cameras like traditional VR headsets. AR is often utilized without a headset and can be viewed and interacted with through more accessible devices such as phones. Spatial computing can be thought of as a technology that integrates the physical world with digital assets, allowing computers to interact with and understand the three-dimensional space around them. In many ways, it is the same as mixed reality and encompasses a variety of XR tech. While Apple did not create the term spatial computing, their use of the term while promoting the new Apple Vision Pro is responsible for its current popularity. This was largely a marketing strategy to help separate it from other competitors, such as Meta, who focus on popular consumer XR use cases like gaming and fitness. From a consumer standpoint, spatial computing is commonly used for functions like placing virtual screens in your environment and is generally more associated with productivity and creating helpful tools. Like I said before, these terms are used interchangeably, but at least now you should have an idea of what reality is actually being discussed. By the way, if you've never heard of us, Breach specializes in creating custom XR solutions. Whether you're looking to create spellbinding experiences for museums, visualize complex data, or step into entirely new realities, we're here to bring your visions to life. If you have an idea for an XR project you want to make, head over to our website and let us know.